Hi, this is Serena. So, Christian Bibi and I will do today's focus on deepfake media. Let's start. Okay, so our target is actually to investigate deepfake media as an implement of the border shift in which extracted data process feed generated AI to produce the image, video, and audio. Because the platform already reward attention-grabbing content, the capacity of the favorite photographic likeness of the public figure and all private individual, multiple problems of misinformation. Image-based image-based and policy manipulation. So easy to use deepfake and voice control model means a teenager with a laptop can just easily to just get the deepfakes. So section image in a minute. So it's actually really scary Work City and is talking about a break of earlier generation of visual depiction. In 2026, more than 95,000 deepfake video was directly derived by online. 98% and 99% were about women and girls. So it's actually our God's code of protection of them. It actually stemmed from the conspiracy technical barrier to enter. Open source model and smartphones apps now let the create convention fabrication in minutes, where direction tools large. Okay, so three conditions shaped in this issue. Socially, public trust information is already thriving. Experimental work show that its even platform label AI generated context, protect actuals and awareness to share misinformation declined only moderately. So politically, lawmakers are screaming 27 U.S. states consider deepfake bills in 2025 session, and the Congress passed the Federal Taking It Down Act, contrary crashing segment intimate image, yet pre-importing deepfake in country continue. Culturally, the great promise of generate tools concerns with narrative and anxieties. UNSCO's 2023 guidelines is a human consent, comparative education, warning that unchecked media could depend and is really confusion. Okay, looking toward 2030 to concentrate in marriage. So in an optimistic scenarios, a global stake contributes the change, reports model laws, watermarks, and AI generate focus towards reaching Semitic media screenable, attainable, and even improve for attribute storytelling and accessibility. Another way is Manuel's global source stakeholder word that is actually the tool in the low resource language, risking by the accountability. The conversely, a possible path focus on evidence, so in which consent categories, so genetic exposure and personal reparation and return consent. Legal reform like Take It Down Act might expand, and informant could be target transmissions paper tools. Okay, that's all.
Our focus is on the social impact, governance challenges, and further directions of deepfake technology spanning multiple dimensions. Ultimately, we have extended our inquiry into the aesthetics dimension, raising several key questions for further exploration. The first one is, does deepfake possess artistic value? In terms of aesthetics and cultural cognition, can deepfakes be used beyond myths, for example in cultural heritage restoration, education, and accessibility, such as cloning one's voice in advance for those who may lose their ability to speak due to illness? Then how do we define the boundary between artistic creation and malicious fabrication? How do we distinguish between them? The second question is authenticity a component of aesthetic experiences? AI technology can reconstruct historical figures and things. When we watch an AI-rendered historical recreation or listening to an AI-generated song, does the knowledge that is synthetic diminish our aesthetic enjoyment? Thus, we aim to explore whether aesthetic value depends on our trust in authenticity of the media. The third question is, will deepfake reshape the grammar of visual culture? Since the invention of photography, images have been considered indexical bearing to direct physical relationship to reality. Deepfake technology undermines this ontological foundation of photography. We're moving from seeing believing to questioning what we see. Meanwhile, traditional visual literacy such as understanding composition and color symbolism is being supplemented and even replaced by digital forensic skills, such as source verification. Thus, we will examine how the semiotic meaning of images and videos is transforming in the age of AI and deepfake. We plan to explore how deepfakes is reshaping our reality through a design titled The Age of Synthetic Reality. Our project will revolve around three main scenarios. First part is artistic value. We will explain the current applications of AI and culture and medical fields, using case studies to discuss whether synthetic media holds value and how to delineate the boundary between artistic creation and malicious fabrication. The second part is a philosophical inquiry. We will introduce Jean Baudrillard's theory of simulacra to explore whether we are living in the hyperreal era constructed by models, rather than merely an age of deepfake. The last part is artistic challenge. We will showcase AI-generated artworks to provoke discussion of whether this represents an evolution in art of degradation or of human creatively, and how the semiotic of images and videos are transforming.
Okay. Thank you to my teammates for covering the big ideas behind deepfakes. My job is to bring things down to the earth, to talk about who's really affected by this technology and how our pamphlet try to reach them. I will keep it simple and focus on two things: who we are making this for and how we are making it engaging. The first one is the audience. We are speaking to three groups. The first group, everyday internet users. That's pretty much everyone here. People who scroll, share, and sometimes accidentally spread fake content without knowing. So for them, we designed our pamphlet to look and feel like something familiar, a public info guide or a cultural magazine. We showed positive uses of AI, like helping people regain their voices or restoring old films, right beside example of malicious deepfakes. The contrast helps people see the line between the good and harmful uses. The second group is the educators and students, people who think critically about media and technology. For them, we including AI-generated images like a photorealistic historical figure or an action scene that ask simple but powerful questions. Does knowing it's fake change how you feel? Does beauty depending on choose? We want them to reflect on how trust is changing. The third group is the artist and the tech decision maker, the people shaping that we see online. Here, the pamphlet works like a mini gallery, showing beautiful AI art next to the scary deepfake episode, like fake ideas or false evidence. We ask, where should we draw the line? We want to remind them that with the great power comes great responsibility. And now, how are we doing this in a way that makes people feel and not just read? So we use two hands-on methods. The first one is scenario comparison. We place good and bad examples side by side. AI voice cloning used in healthcare versus AI voices cloning used for It's visual, intuitive, and doesn't need explanation. So the next one, visual speculation. We use tracking AI made in Manager, pair them with short open questions like what is real? Would you trust this? It's not about giving answer. It's about starting conversation. The goal is simple. We're using design and everyday scenario to help people think deeper about deepfakes, to ask what happened when we can't believe our eyes. So we love to hear from you. Would a platform like this make you pause and think? Thank you.